everyone, this is Sneaky right here, and this is what I'm going to show you guys today. This is my little contraption I've been thinking up in my head. I haven't really hooked it up yet, but just to give you guys a quick little idea of what I'm doing, this is so this is what it's going to be. I don't know, some of you guys may or may not know of a game called Battleship. Now, this game was originally designed as just like players take turns, and it kind of works on the honor system if you hit or miss. But pretty much, this game will be like the electronic version, no honesty involved. But pretty much, if you don't know what Battleship is, it was this very wonderful game thought up. And it was actually made too, not just thought up. But you had these two pegboards, grids, in front of you. One that showed where you were firing and if you hit or missed, and then the other one in front of you that showed where your ships were. And I believe it was a 64 by 64 grid. I'm not sure on that. I will look it up and get an actual accurate model once I actually go and build this. But so pretty much this game, you had a little patrol boat, which was 2. You had a cruiser, I think it was, which was a 3. You had another 3. You may have had 2 4s, I'm not sure on this, but you had a 4 and an aircraft carrier, I believe. I'm not really sure on all of them, but just to give you an idea, you had these different ships, and how many slots they took up was how much health they had. So you had to hit this one here 4 times to completely demolish it. And each player took a turn firing 1 shot at a time. And if you got a hit, you knew it, and you would then in turn try to hit around it to get rid of the rest of the ships. And when the player that lost all of his ships first, or destroyed the other player's ships first, I should say, won. So pretty much this is how this is going to be designed in Minecraft. I'm going to have a huge pegboard which shows the location of your actual ships that you have selected, and then where there's not a ship, it's going to be blank. And when just to give you an idea on this, when someone hits one of your ships, it would be on normally because you have it selected, and when someone hits it, it would go out. And then when all your ships are gone, there would be no lights on your screen, and a torch over here would turn on with a sign above it that says, "You have won. You are the winner," and a nice little song would play. And so that's pretty much for where your ships are, and then to select the other player's ships. I have this thing designed here. I haven't really designed this whole thing yet. It's a bit of a work in progress, but pretty much how this is going to be is there's going to be torches in between buttons like this, and the grid's going to be a little bit taller than this one, so I may make it widescreen. As far as it's wider than it's high, which will be incorrect or inaccurate of the original game, but if height limit is a problem, I may have to kind of shrink it down a little bit. But anyways, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to push a button. It doesn't work right now because I don't have it hooked up to anything, but I'll push a button and it selects. Now, what this lever over here is going to do is it's going to make it to where, and there's going to be an indicator light. When the light's on, it's going to say you're going to have something. When it's off, you're going to have something else. What those two things are is when it's on, when the light's on, that means you're selecting where to place your ships. Now, there's going to be a reset button on each board. I'm not sure how I'm going to have that hooked up yet, but I guess a bunch of RS neural latches would do on that. But yeah, so pretty much it's going to work like that. And then once you select all your ships, you flick the switch back, and you then select where you want to fire. And These torches that are on this board are going to show you where you've actually fired. It will go out when you fired. Or, I'm sorry, it will turn on when you fired, and it will blink when you hit a ship. And also when you hit a ship, it will play a sound like so. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. It'll just play the note block sound that's on cobble, the base. When you miss, it'll play a sound like so. Let me turn my sound up so you guys can actually hear this. I know I have it set low for the... It'll play this sound when you miss, and it'll play this sound when you hit. Pretty much it's a piano sound and a bass drum sound. But yeah, so that's pretty much how this thing's gonna be, just to give you guys like a little teaser. But I'm gonna be uploading a video in a short while giving a one-sided selection, and then from there I'll work off and make the huge thing. So guys, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and please give me some tips on how I can do this. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna have this set up yet, but if you guys have some ideas, shoot them at me. And yeah, if you do have a working version of this, I haven't seen any yet, just give me a video and I'll pretty much copy it and make it better. But yeah, so you got this is Sneaker Rat, over and out.